right, we're going to factor 16 plus 24b squared. All right, you have to find what's in common. What happened to my paper? Oh, it went underneath it. Okay, you have two terms. You have to find out what they have in common, but not just the smallest, you want the greatest. Okay, so let's look at the numbers first, 16 and 24. Okay, 16 and 24 are both divisible by 2, yes? Can I go 16 divided by 2? And then can I go 24 divided by 2? All right, it's also divisible by 4, yes? 16 is divisible by 4, 24 is divisible by 4. What's the next number? 8. Right? 16 divided by 8 is 2, 24 divided by 8 is 3. Okay, but I want the GCF, so which one wins? 8. So here the GCF is 8. 2 and 4 are called CFs, common factor. This is the greatest common factor. You're really good with this. You're able to recognize the common versus the greatest. The only thing you have issues with is finding it sometimes. That's it. Okay, now we talked about the numbers, right? This coefficient and this constant. Now we got to talk about the variables. Okay, this is a v squared. Does this term have any v's? No. So this has no v's. If it doesn't have any v's, then it has nothing in common, right? So there's nothing to take out. So in this case, the greatest common factor is only 8. All right, so the question says, whoops, factor the common factor out of each expression. Okay, so in this case, we agree the GCF is only 8. But now how do you factor? You factor out the GCF, and then in the parentheses, you divide out that 8. You remove it, you factor it out, and you write what is left. So 16 divided by 8 is 2, right? You have a plus sign. 24 divided by 8 is 3. And I didn't remove any v's. I didn't factor any out. So the v squared just gets brought down. And so this is your factored out of the, this is your factoring with removing your GCF. Okay, let's do the second one. But I want to write big. Okay, now you have a trinomial. You have 3 terms. We have to find, first we'll do the numbers, then we'll do the bases. You have to find out what is the greatest common factor that can be removed from each of these 3 terms. So it has to exist. Okay, so we look at the numbers. 24, 12, and 6. What's the largest number that can divide into the 3? Bigger. 3 is a CF. 6, right? 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 24 divided by 6 is 4, right? Okay, so far I know my GCF is 6. So I'm going to take out a 6, right? Okay. Now look at your x's. I have 4 x's, right? You guys know x to the 4th means that I have 4 of them. 2 x's means I have 2 of them. And 1 x means I only have 1. Remember, if it's common, it means that it can be removed. You cannot share what you don't have. So in the case of your exponents, smallest wins, okay? So if I have 4 and I have 2 and I have 1, how many can be removed? 1. That's it. Because look, this exponent is 4. This is 2. This is 1. The smallest always wins. Because if you say, oh, everybody has to donate 2 x's, well, this person only has 1 x. Like, how do they come up with a second x to donate? They can't. So your GCF is just 6x. Okay, but if now you're going to factor, you're going to remove 6x from each of these 3 terms. Okay, so what's 24 divided by 6? 4. I'm going to remove 1x from their 4. So how many are left? 3. So x cubed. Is that a minus or a positive? Plus. Okay. What is 12 divided by 6? 2. I'm going to remove 1x. So if I have 2 of them, I'm left with 1. And then what's 6 divided by 6? 1. So you can write the 1. I'm removing 1x from only 1x, and so it's just negative 1. And so this is your factor, but your GCF was 6x that we removed from each of the 3 terms. You need to know how to GCF so that we can move on to factoring when the a value is not 1. Okay. Okay, I'll stop this. So it's going to go blank.